What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I am joined by the podcast dad himself, Choops. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Love it. I cannot complain. It's kind of weird. It's our first show of the week. We're usually getting ready for Monday Night Raw to kick off here, but in a little geographical twist, Raw is already in the book, so we get to talk about a really, really wild weekend of fuckery.
It was a wild weekend, and we're going to start here in a second, but I do want to put it on your plate that I want to start with SmackDown.
Okay, we can absolutely do that. But before we get into SmackDown, as well as introduce our guests, first and foremost, thank you for joining us tonight. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need your help to get there. Podcast Dad, tell our friends out there what they need to do.
Just tell one person if you like what we're doing here. We're just having a great time. Just growing this community as we keep going and watching some good wrestling. WWE may have turned a corner. Stay with us, folks.
Things are looking quite promising. Fact checkers in the house. It is Monday with the Junkies. Thank you very much for popping in the stream. We also have TNA to talk about too, because Fact Checker and I also watched that and kind of live texted each other as the show was happening as well, and had some cool moments there. But where will we be without our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network? You can find them at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. If you love great live podcasts, blogs, fan art, memes, you name it, we've got it. Incredible group of guys that we work with from all over the world. So do us a favor, show us some love at mainevent_net. And podcast says it's time to bring in our guest. He was on a couple of weeks ago, and he is known for making some awesome, hilarious TikToks that have been getting the attention of quite a few people within the industry, including John Cena himself. Just an incredible guy to hang out with and shoot the shit with. So without further ado, I think he lost his connection there for a hot second as he gets that set back up. Kyle's in the house. Hi guys, thank you for joining us today. And Fact Checker says bare minimum. WWE looking around the corner like Regina. God damn it. Okay. Yep, that's a good one. It's been a hot minute since I've watched Scary Movie 2, but yeah, he's absolutely right. And now he's back. Without further ado, let's bring in Zach Ruff to the show. Zach, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, not a whole lot. Am I in my closet? Yes, because I'm still moving somewhat, and the guest room has a lot of weird echoes, so I don't want to make it sound terrible audio. So yes, I'm in my closet right now. You can even see my wife's wedding dress. So yeah, we're here.
Hey, also, that's one of the biggest scams ever. My wife still has her wedding dress. How many times has she worn it since?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm gonna ask her right now. Tomorrow is actually our anniversary, so I'll go ahead and ask her.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like mine's hanging in mine. Hers is hanging in the garage. Like
there you go. That works out.
But, no, happy to have you.
Yeah, guys, we got to get into it here. SmackDown, WWE, Raw, SmackDown, Crown Jewel, all in Perth this weekend. Podcast Dad wants to start with SmackDown, so I'm going to open the floor. I'm gonna open the floor to you, and let's hear these takes, bud.
Yeah, there's two things I really, really enjoy on SmackDown. I like for now MFT and Wyatt 6. I do. I think that's going to be very interesting. Both groups kind of doing stuff, but now coming back together. I like that. And Damian Priest and Aleister Black showed out, in my opinion, in that last man standing. I thought it was very good. I think both of them needed this. And Zelina being paired with Aleister, I'm intrigued. That could be something a lot of fun, right? I think we thought Andrade would maybe get that role, but he's not there anymore. So giving Zelina something to do with her real life husband would be really, really fun. And I think Damian Priest showed out. He's still very, very good. Is he that top guy that they envisioned he was? Probably not. But man, he puts on a solid match. You give him a good program, good feud. I thought SmackDown as a whole was very, very good.
Yeah, I only caught the first half hour of it. I still do need to watch the last man standing match. But Zach, let's talk about a little bit more about MFT, Wyatt 6. Both teams have cooled off a lot kind of since their initial inceptions here. But what do you think about this as a program that gets us kind of through that lull that we usually see in the fall?
I mean, yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely a fan of the Wyatt Six. I will say their buildup has been quite, slow. Starting off because remember back in, we were doing all the QR codes, trying to have that huge buildup with the Wyatt Six coming out. I still hate that we're not seeing enough of Bo Dallas, but whatever we got to do to see him out there. But definitely love seeing them being, tag team champion material. The one thing I love about SmackDown is the division for tag teams. I feel like the tag team division is a lot more stronger in SmackDown than it is on Raw. That's honestly one of the reasons why I love SmackDown is because the tag team divisions, because it's just lacking on Monday Night Raw. But loving seeing what they're doing with MFT and even with the Wyatt Six. So we'll see how it all plans out. I mean, I know we got Survivor Series on November, so who knows will we see some titles drop? Will we see War Games? Who knows?
Yeah, and especially after Raw goes off the air earlier this morning, there are definitely a lot of questions about what that matchup looks like next month. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the Aleister Black Zelina Vega pairing. We are seeing we're seeing the trend of spouses actually being able to work together on screen now in WWE. Certainly a lot more Seth and Becky, CM Punk, AJ Lee. We're still waiting to really see more of Bianca and Montez Ford. But Aleister Black, Zelina Vega, I think that this is a perfect pairing, especially because they can fill a void that Cross and Scarlett left because of the presentation of Aleister Black's character. And Zelina can easily match that because in general, like, we see them interact on social media and things like that. Like they have something that they can work with and bring in their personal life on screen that this would be a lot of fun to look at here, just because, again, it's that natural chemistry automatically makes everything better when it's a real husband and wife couple here. But Fact Checker says he can't wait for Nikki Cross to scare the piss out of Solo around Halloween because, I mean, he's gonna ham it up like Big Jim does, and I'm here for that.
Yeah,
I never
Solo's
think
personality gets out. That's what we like. I like when Solo's personality is there because he's funny. When you give him that role, he's actually pretty funny. So, no,
exactly.
Devin's mad.
And even in the locker room, they always say Solo's like the best guy in the locker room. They say he's like the nicest guy, and I think Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso say he's like probably one of the smelliest guys in the locker room too, which is kind of funny.
Hello, Mr. Ramsey. Thank you for joining us. Happy Tuesday. So let's go into Crown Jewel here in Perth. This show, a lot of fun to watch and a lot of incredible moments that I don't think that we will soon forget. But let's kick it off with Roman Reigns, big Bronson Reed Australian street fight. Bronson Reed getting the biggest win of his WWE career this far. And I think it's safe to say, gentlemen, we are firmly in the era of Roman Reigns putting other talent over. And I like it. Zach, your thoughts, man?
I mean, going into it, this wasn't oh man, I can't wait for this match. This definitely wasn't that, but it was a match I feel like Bronson Reed really needed to win because obviously with the vision, the top star is going to be Braun Breaker. And what's going to happen to Bronson Reed when Braun Breaker actually wins the championship one day in the future? It's just going to be one of those things where it could be just either a standalone talent or might get delegated to either NXT or maybe TNA. Who knows? But I feel like this match was really good for Bronson Reed. I'm glad that he actually got that time to shine, especially in Australia. I did see a kind of a botch when Roman Reigns kind of tried to throw the football into the ring, but it actually hit the second rope and hit himself. So I thought that was pretty funny. But this also could possibly lead up to maybe a Jey Uso heel turn if you watch towards the end of it. Obviously, the Usos try to come out and help out, but ends up being Roman Reigns going through a table by Jey Uso. So a lot of miscommunication. Could be a storyline for where Jey Uso could possibly turn heel, maybe at War Games. Just a lot of factors that could really play a part into this. So definitely happy for Bronson Reed. Definitely glad he got that highlight, and especially in Australia too. But now it's kind of seeing what's happening next with Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Podcast Dad, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad he did win because of what happened on Raw, right? Like it seems like the main focus is going to be on Braun, but Bronson getting a win over Roman Reigns is like, okay, this is a formidable pair, right? It's not Braun and his lackey Bronson. It's okay. Both of these guys are top of their game. So I'm excited Bronson won. I think he's very underrated. I think he could be something very big. When he came in as the Miz's like bodyguard or whatever, when that originally happened, it was kind of like, okay. Yeah. But since that, he did the War Games where he got hurt, but he's been back. He's done very well. Originally he was going to be in the feud with Seth Rollins anyway, so this is a good start.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. We've always kind of looked at Seth Rollins, and certainly in a canon sense of this guy, that he's the architect. He's always planning and plotting and thinking ahead. And to bring in somebody who took you out with 7 tsunamis, it's you'd rather have him on our side than or my side than against me. So it's perfect. I like where they're going with Bronson Reed. It took a while to kind of get him to this point, but we can look at this Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed thing as kind of a Randy Orton, Batista sort of energy here. If both men are positioned well, their ceiling is really, really high for all of them. Next up, we had the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Stephanie Vicaire taking on Tiffany Stratton, getting the big win here. La Primera is officially atop the mountain of the women's division in WWE right now. This match was fine.
Yeah,
like Stephanie Vicaire is great. Again, this is a brand warfare sort of thing. I wasn't crazy about their chemistry, but the right person won. I will say that. So, podcast out, kick it over to you.
The right person won. The match was fine. Let's move on. That's kind of where I'm at on it. It's fine. I'm glad Stephanie won, but this means nothing, and long term, right? Wise, okay, Stephanie won, and she has the ring for a year, and that's cool. But all right, let's go our separate ways and do our own things now.
Yeah, Zach.
Spot on. Definitely glad Stephanie won, and I'll go ahead and say it. She's just on a rocket ship that's not slowing down. Definitely glad that she got her flowers at Crown Jewel. She's got the ring for a year, but yeah, I can definitely see her. I even said as soon as she won, this woman is headline WrestleMania. This is that woman. But like you said, great. We saw. I definitely wouldn't say this is a dream match by no means, but the match was fine. It wasn't the best in the world, but it's definitely. And I'm a Tiffy Tom guy too. I love Tiffany Stratton, but just having that match, that's great. Okay, let's move on. I'll go to SmackDown. I'll go to Raw. See you at WrestleMania, maybe.
Yeah. And that's the thing is Tiffany Stratton has been the champion for the majority of 2025. The aura is not there the way that it was once the cash-in happened. And this could have been one of those generational matchups where, you were getting hyped for Cody and Seth because it's another chapter in what has been an incredible rivalry that has, had a very, a number of twists and turns and things like that. This could have been one of those, one-off champion versus champion, just dream matches that we're getting here. But Tiffany's momentum, I think anyway, over the last few months is just not where it was when she cashed in January. So yeah, very much we had this match, great, Crown Jewel's over, let's move on. But they need to do something with Tiffany Stratton quick, or take the damn title off of her. I think that's where I'm at this point. Is it might be time for a change of scenery in the women's division on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena and AJ Styles, 29 minutes, an absolute masterclass.
Come on.
Raising my can to the face that runs the place and the leader of the C Nation. My God, was this match incredible. And this is what the retirement tour should have been. Yeah. This is what we needed. And the fact that we only have 4 dates left, it's still a little surreal, but I'm going to kick it over to the guy that has been training in case he needs a run-in assist at the final match in December. Zach, what did you think of this match, man?
The only time I kind of shed a tear is when he looked up after doing Sister Abigail. I was like, oh, man, this is going to get me a little bit. And my wife was right beside me. She's like, are you okay? I was like, how are you okay right now? But definitely an emotional night. And I can see, because during the match, I saw some of the comments people were making. And all right, this kind of feels like WWE 2K25, where you can just use everybody's finisher moves. But honestly, it's John Cena. He deserves it. He can use whatever finishing move he wants. If he wants to go out there and RKO AJ Styles 20 times, let him. Just 20 times, once for every year. But I feel like this is a great match. And I absolutely loved the flowers that he gave AJ Styles and having his announcement being made. And I feel like that was well deserved because lately AJ Styles has just been buried. You know, if it's not El Grande Americano, if it's not Dominic Mysterio, what's going to happen to him? So it was definitely good to see AJ Styles get his flowers in that match. And also, you know, wearing the gear from the 2005 cover, I thought that was really interesting too. I was like, oh, AJ Styles bringing the shorts back. Nice. But overall, great match. This is what like wrestling's all about, you know, having those moments and really reliving these moments too. And, you know, also this is what the retirement tour was supposed to be about. And definitely 4 more dates. It's going to be tough. Yeah. And when he actually reposted my TikTok, I was at work and I was like, holy crap, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was just kind of in the bathroom, just freaking out the whole time. I was like, dude, he saw me. The man I couldn't see actually saw me.
So. It's a damn good feeling. You know, he gives us a follow on Twitter, and there's just something about, you know, getting that Cena rub that is just awesome. But I'm gonna get the comments real quick before I kick it over to you, Chris. And everyone wants to know how we feel about BDE. I'm assuming that we're talking about the content creator that does video game streams and has also started wrestling a little bit for Revolver and not that other thing. But yeah, no, he's cool. I like seeing him doing his thing on YouTube, and yeah, just having to get don't give me that Quaker in a titty bar head shake thing. Don't do that. All right. Fact checker says Moose had a meeting that added to the entire match and very much a retrospective of 2 careers. Yeah, I mean, this was them pulling out the hits. I mean, homages to everybody. Daniel, Samoa Joe, AJ getting the Shawn Michaels comparison for the entirety of his career.
Tombstone.
That was Tombstone, Chokeslam, Skull Crushing Finale. You know, the
Walls of Jericho.
Yes, Walls of Jericho. I mean, that's the thing is there were so many of these moments that you have to stop and like make a mental list of them. Sister Abigail in the pop of the night that led to the Fireflies coming out for a little while. The God Bless Bray Wyatt took me over the top, and I was just like, okay.
No, it was a good moment. Yeah, it was a really good moment.
But this is, I mean, we're going to be working on our year-end awards, so stay tuned on some details for that, everybody. But
this is up there.
This isn't a match of the year. It's in the for your consideration phase right now, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, look at the best matches on this tour so far. It's been Randy Orton, which was a spot fest. It was CM Punk, which was a spot fest. And it's been this, which was a spot fest. And that's fine. Yeah. It's Cena's last year. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Was it the greatest Matt classic of all time? No. Did you have fun while you watched it? Hell yeah, you did. And that's the point of wrestling, is to have fun while you watch it. And I had a great fucking time. So I'm good. I'm good with all this. This is what this should have been. I'm happy that, hey, at least they seem to kind of turn the nose up on this a little bit. And hopefully the last 4 dates are something meaningful.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing for me, is that it just sucks that with 4 dates left, this is what this entire year should have been. It was ambitious heel turn. I get it, and we were all hyped for it once we see it happening, and you know, everybody's kind of buzzing about what'll come next, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. This is all it needed to be. But next up, we have Io Sky and Rhea Ripley taking on the Kabuki Warriors. Rio and Io getting that big win. Zach, what do you think of this match, man?
Definitely saw, you know, when Io lost the title, obviously this is going to go the route they were going in, whether it was, you know, her being a standalone, having a feud with Asuka, or her tagging with someone else, maybe Rhea, or maybe possibly someone else in the locker room going up against Asuka and Kairi Sane. But I like the match. I'm definitely a huge fan of Io, and I love Rhea. But what's going to happen down the line? I mean, obviously we saw a little snippet of what happened on Raw today, but I can't see this feud being, you know, everlasting. I feel like this is going to be like maybe a month or 2 feud and kind of die down a little bit. I think one of the main questions I keep thinking about is, you know, where's Rhea going to play into the championship bout? I mean, is she going to get back into the championship run, or is she going to maintain this feud with Io and Asuka? But I don't know. But overall, I thought the match was great. I think it was there was some tweaks here and there, but it wasn't my least favorite match. But I thought it was good.
Sure. And Fernando has something he wants to add here. Kabuki Warriors should have won. I don't care if Rhea is from Australia. Podcast that. I'm going to kick that over to you.
That's fine. It's fine. We're waiting for that really, really big Asuka heel turn when she turns on Kairi. That's going to happen eventually, right? So It's fine. It's part of the story.
Yeah,
Rhea
and
was in
especially
Australia.
because
It's fine. I don't care.
yeah, and sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. But especially because if you have not already watched Raw today, I mean, there's a moment where Asuka does get her lick back for losing last night or on Saturday. So I like this. This is good because Rhea has such an aura about her that, especially for a lot of this year, it has been, you're great. I don't necessarily need you to win the world title at all right now, because we're seeing Io Sky having, a generational run of her own. And it just seems repetitive and comfortable at times for Rhea to just be at the top as women's world champion. But now we have Stephanie Vicaire in the mix. And this is one of the biggest things that, I certainly have had this criticism of WWE when it comes to their women's division is it is entirely possible to put together good, compelling stories away from a championship. This is another one of those times where it's, we see the chemistry between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. They have been inextricably linked since NXT in 2019, and they will be linked for the rest of their careers. Like that's just where we're at right now. So the fact that we are kind of getting this 2-woman power trip, kind of teaming up against former foes that, or former friends, I should say, that did Io dirty. This is a great way to use Rhea Ripley right now away from the title picture. So that way, when she is back in contention and, inevitably wins her next world title, it's going to mean more. So, I mean, let me hear you guys' thoughts.
No, I mean, I agree, but I think she should move to SmackDown. I think Rhea over on SmackDown would be fine. Help save that division for a while.
Sure.
I don't think she needs to be on Raw anymore. She's done everything on Raw with everybody. So,
yeah,
except for Stephanie Vicaire, which is that WrestleMania dream match, right? That's the match that that could main event one of the nights, but I don't think we're there yet. So
yeah, and to point that out too was I'd love to see Rhea on SmackDown, especially with Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Maybe her and Damian Priest might make a little tag team run, just to kind of see that action. That'd be really nice to see. But yeah, like you said, she's kind of done everything on Raw, kind of switched up, and honestly, right now, I just feel like SmackDown has a little bit more fire than Raw right now. I mean, obviously after today, I'm not sure, but it's I don't want to go too far into it.
I was gonna say something happened.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I mean this is one of those times where we know, yes, they're separate brands. They have teased, trades can happen at any time. This is where you could 1-for-1 straight up Rhea Ripley for Bianca Belair. If you were to announce a blockbuster trade just to bring her over, that's an easy one, I think, and would inject some life into that. And yeah, when it comes to Rhea, I mean, she's a lock to become a number one contender at any time. She's probably got another Royal Rumble or 2 or 3 or 4 in her where she can get that story and eventually have that match with Stephanie Vicaire. So no reason to
go over
really
there,
rush
go
it.
over to SmackDown, beat Tiffany, and then trade Tiffany to SmackDown or trade Tiffany to Raw.
That too.
Tiffany's done everything on SmackDown too. Like I think they just need to switch, and I'd be happy.
Right. Hello, Hassan. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to everybody that are hanging out in our comments. If this is your first time at the Wrestling Junkies podcast, welcome. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Dad. Hit them with that match number again.
One person, just like Stephanie Vicaire.
Yeah.
See, she stole that from me, didn't she?
Yeah. No.
But one person. If you like what we're doing here, please just tell one person. We're having fun, and we just want to grow and grow and grow.
Yes. Main event: Seth Rollins defeating Cody Rhodes in the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Seth Rollins needing to use that Rolex around the fist, I should say, and getting a much needed win here. Zach, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, this is one he really needed to win. I couldn't see him going 0-4. So he really needed to win this one. And overall, I thought the match was good. Definitely some spots I thought was really great. I've already seen a meme of, I think when Cody Rhodes was trying to do the Cody Cutter, he just kind of was flying in the air and he's just landing to nothing. But yeah, overall, I think this is a good match for Seth freaking Rollins. And it's just like I want to talk about today, but we can't right now. I just wanted to, it's just it's interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Look, Cody and Seth have great
chemistry. If you have not watched Monday Night Raw yet,
but let's get into it.
Yeah, leave right now. If you've not watched, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, no, and especially with after what happened to Monday Night Raw, because obviously the promo with Paul Heyman talking to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Oh yeah, no, Seth Rollins needs to win tonight. Like if he doesn't win, who knows what's going to happen. So if he didn't win, I thought what happened on Raw was going to happen, but the huge turn of Braun Breaker spearing Seth Rollins, I didn't see that coming. Now, I mean, I saw that coming in the like a little bit farther down the line, but now I just thought it was too soon. That's just my opinion. Obviously, we know out of that trio, Braun Breaker's probably going to hold the next championship, but I didn't think it'd be this soon. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on it.
See, I think it was perfect timing because they're not really doing much as a group. I mean, when was the last time they were doing anything as a group, right? Bronson's over there with Roman. Braun's over there doing the stuff with the Usos. Seth's doing his stuff with Becky and Punk and AJ Lee. And like, Braun's just like, all right, like, what am I like? How am I benefiting at the moment? Like, logically, it makes sense. Like, all right, I'm done. Like, I don't need you. I'm doing fine on my own. Bronson's doing fine on his own. You got us to where we wanted to be. I'm done.
Yeah.
And logically, to me, that makes sense. The dynamic as far as heel babyface, no idea where they're going to go.
No, because I mean, that crowd went.
Braun can't be the face, right? With Heyman and Bronson, like that's not a face group. Paul Heyman can't be a face.
Yeah, I mean,
but like, also, I'm not going to cheer for Seth Rollins right now. So I don't know what the dynamic's going to be. Did they do this just to do this? You know, like you said, like, was it too soon for like, I don't know. Like, are they thinking this through? Or they were like, man, like our creative kind of sucks right now. We need to do something to pop it. So let's just do this now. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm intrigued as hell now. I will say that this group just got way more intriguing, especially after it started, 3-4 months ago?
I mean, no, 6 after WrestleMania. Vision's been a thing for 6 months.
Yeah, I mean,
and it just doesn't like. Yeah,
if they're gonna strap the rocket, strap it to Braun. Go, let's go now. Why not?
I mean, they know what they have. They absolutely know what they have, and this is it's again. We knew that this moment was going to happen. Did not think it was going to happen 6 months into this group's inception. It's another thing to add to the list of things that happened before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. But with Seth Rollins here, like he's been the smarmy cocky shit the majority of his career, and now it's like you got architected. Like now you know how it feels. There's a reason that Roman has the trust issues that he has. The entirety of his WWE career is because of shit like this. Now you finally know what it feels like. And I think, the one thing we do have to talk about now is War Games is about a month and a half away. We now don't really know what these teams are going to look like now. And I think that we need to have a conversation about, is there any additional kind of interaction or affiliation with Brock Lesnar? Because there was a one-off where Brock and Paul said we should talk. Do any of you guys think that has anything to do with what we might have seen today?
Nope.
All right.
I don't think it does, but I do think it's kind of funny because I thought about this. I'm like, what if Brock Lesnar comes to be a part of the Vision, even though it's not going to be called the Vision anymore? It's basically the Bronze.
No.
Hey, Triple B, you got Braun, Brock, and Bronson Reed. Hey. I mean, that's just like a fantasy there, but who knows? I don't see that happening, but there's also the rumor. I don't know if y'all have heard about Austin Theory coming back and being a part of that faction.
I've heard that. I would have preferred that if we didn't see the turn today. Yeah. So I think I would have liked to have seen Theory with Seth Rollins, as far as kind of having that mentorship and getting the Rollins rub and kind of helping him out, because Theory's been spinning his wheels, and it's going to take a lot of work, I think, to kind of get out from under the stink that was A-Town Down Under and how that split was handled and just kind of how everything has fallen apart with it, that I think he would have benefited from some time with Seth first, but that's just me.
I think this needs to end one way. If Brock Lesnar gets involved, it needs to end with him putting Bron or Bronson over. That's how that needs to end. Pass the torch.
Sure.
And
That's
I can
fair.
see him putting Braun over. I would love
He
to see
should.
Braun go.
It's,
They know who's the guy.
Bron is the next big thing, and so is Brock at that point. Like Bron and Heyman together. I mean, you got 5-6
Lightning
years
in
of
a
that,
bottle.
and I'm good.
Yeah, and that's not even they have to stay together for that 5-6 years. We've seen what Paul Heyman is capable of doing, and that's very much just keep them linked for an extended period of time. And Fact Checker says there is a delicious irony in Braun being the dumb jock who leads the mutiny against the guy who thinks he's 3 steps ahead of them.
Well, the other thing we gotta throw out there is Punk's the number 1 contender. Like a lot of people are now just not talking about that. Like, so
Oh my God, that's right.
Is Punk gonna win the title?
And the thing is, if Punk wins the title and Braun has that chance to beat Punk, obviously Punk's not beating Braun. By no means.
No.
It's interesting. I don't know where it's going. Again, the world title, and I think I said it last week, the world title picture on Raw is so much more interesting than the world title picture on SmackDown. So much more interesting.
Yeah, very much so. We've also got our friend Gerald reposting our stream. Thank you for joining us tonight, Gerald. We might be paying you a visit this upcoming Thursday on the Wrestling Spotlight. Oh, yeah, Wrestle Dream is this weekend. So we do have a little bit that we need to talk about there over there. So give him a follow at local_wrestling on X and True TV Plus app for Wrestling Spotlight channel, where you can find archives of old Wrestling Junkies podcast episodes and interviews. Anything else on Raw that got you guys' attention at all here? I know the big talk is the Vision implosion, but what else tickled your fancies?
I don't know. That's all I can think about.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the Penta and Dominic Mysterio match.
I love that finish.
It was definitely a good finish, and it's definitely a Dominic Mysterio finish. But I think Rusev is just kind of playing in the back. I mean, I don't think they really have any use for him right now, except just being basically just the bad guy in the back, kind of sneaking around. When he did come back, I thought that was, oh, cool, we got Rusev back. But now it's like, oh, where are we going to put him? So let's just put him in the storyline of taunting Dominic Mysterio. And I can't see Dominic dropping the title to Rusev. I mean,
probably not.
That I just don't see that. But what I could see, I really could see, honestly, what I thought would have happened if, Dom dropped the title to AJ Styles and Dominic took his AAA run for a little while, because he is just on fire down there. Like, he's just hot. I mean, he's the mega champion. Yeah. And I mean, but who knows? I mean, with it being AJ Styles' retirement year next year, that probably wasn't going to happen. But I don't know. I'm a Dom guy. I think he's playing the part really well. Definitely a talent to look at. But I thought this match with him and Penta was pretty good.
I like Bayley's character. I like what we're getting here. It's something different.
When she snaps, it is going to be just.
It's something for her. It's something for her. I'm happy they're doing something at least. So, just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, no, I like that. No, definitely more questions than answers right now coming out of Australia, but overall, just a damn good weekend of wrestling action. So we kind of wrap up here. Let's get your final grades for Crown Jewel. Let's give out some letter grades. Zach, we'll start with you, man.
Grade as in like matches or the whole Crown Jewel?
Yeah, just show as a whole. Yeah.
Honestly, I give it a solid like B, like a B plus maybe. I feel like it definitely wasn't, the top tier standard, but it definitely had some moments where I was thinking, man, this is what wrestling's all about, especially the John Cena and AJ Styles match. Yeah. And I'd say it's a B plus for me.
Podcast Poppy?
I'm gonna give it a solid B. If the Crown Jewel matches meant anything, it would probably go up a letter grade, but B.
Yeah, I am in that same camp as well. This was much better than WrestlePalooza. This probably should have been the ESPN debut, especially with the match. John Cena and AJ Styles being a large part of that action here. This, I think, would have sold a lot of people. You wouldn't have ESPN writers giving you a very mid review of your first show in a brand new partnership. But we're about 6 weeks out from Survivor Series War Games, so more questions and answers right now. Roddy Piper would love this right now. We're going to be keeping our ears to the ground and can't wait to see what's next. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Zach, thank you as always for joining us. It's always a good time to catch up with you. So for those that are new and have not watched us for the first time, tell everybody where they can find you on socials.
Yeah, most definitely. So my TikTok is Z_rough15. My Instagram is ZRough15. I don't know why I dropped the underscore on Instagram, but those are my two handles I mainly focus on. I'm posting daily content on some random skits I find funny about wrestling, whether it's something, very funny about John Cena or something, wrestling related. I'm always on there every day. Yeah, just give me a follow.
I like it. And I'm sure we'll be having you back on soon. It's always good to catch up with you. Podcast Dad, you're okay. And I'm going to see you this weekend anyway. You're going to love our costumes for Halloween.
I'm sure you'll love ours too. I have a question for you off screen though.
Sure. All right. I got you. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook at Wrestling Junkies Pod on Instagram. But seriously, subscribe to that YouTube channel. It takes like 7 seconds to go hit. Yeah, if that. Hit subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money. And you'll get notifications as to when we're live, which is Monday through Thursday nights at 7 p.m. at main event_net for the Main Event Wrestling Network. All of our friends over there. And show some love for our friends at Coastal Empire Wrestling on X at CEW Savannah. This Friday night, Action Wrestling, all work and no play, streaming live on IWTV, sponsored by the Wrestling Junkies podcast. That is going to do it for us tonight. Zach, stick around for a hot second. But for Zach Ruff, for the podcast dad, I am Mr. Cincinnati. Until tomorrow, enjoy those grabs.